Nia Gibson,
Hello, everybody.
new teammate, and your first time at TRE and at Cross Champs. How's it going so far this weekend for you?
It's been super busy, super hectic, but it's been like a lot of organized chaos. I love it so far. I love the movement. I'm never bored, so I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time.
We're going to talk to some athletes here soon, but you were at the course this morning, out at Cross Champs. We're getting ready for 7:30 a.m. start. Really, 7 a.m. start with the Indy 5K, 7:30 for the elite women, 8:05 for the elite men. But what did you see out at the course this morning? I'm curious.
I saw a lot of dedicated athletes. The biggest thing I've seen was a lot of excited athletes. There's people who's eager to run, eager for the course. The weather is perfect in comparison to last year, so that's been something that's been really anticipated. I think we have a lot of people who's looking for a win, looking for a PR, and then you have a lot of people who's also looking to have a nice little fun run. Yeah. So a nice mix of it all. So really excited to see how it goes.
Very nice mix. And I think we should get the opinion of some of those athletes out there, what they actually really want to do. So we're going to call to our elite women who are here with us right now and introduce them. Ladies, welcome to the show. How you doing? We got Emily Venters, Paige, and Mercy. How you guys doing?
Good, yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Welcome to the show. So it's early season cross country here in Austin. So I'm just curious, what's the vibe going into the race tomorrow for you guys?
I would say just kind of fun. Like, we don't really get an opportunity to run many cross-country races as pros. So I think, like Mercy and I were saying, like just taking the opportunity when it comes and just, having a good time out there, kind of like reminiscing of college days running cross-country, because for me, that was like the best time. I loved cross-country, so any chance I get to run on grass is fun.
Yeah, I'd agree. It's just such a rare opportunity, and it'll be fun having each other out there as we train together a bunch right now. And we don't have the full team with us this year, but it'll still feel team-oriented in a way since we have each other.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to run cross-country again. I did it last year, and it was fun, so I had to come back again and do it. Yeah.
Nice. Paige, you said you and Mercy train together normally. So when you guys are running this course tomorrow, is it going to be like a camaraderie, practice feel type of thing? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I would say so. I think, I started working with Mercy pretty early on in my comeback from pregnancy, and she's a great workout partner and definitely is skilled, like, from the speed side of things all the way up to the really long tempo work. So I know I can always count on her no matter what kind of grind we have that day.
Nice.
So Paige and Mercy, so you guys are running individually, I mean, as teammates, but not scoring as a team tomorrow, where Emily, you're part of a group. So I'm just curious how that dynamic might be. Well, maybe start with you, Emily. How is that different for you? We saw you a couple weeks ago, solo effort, obviously in the 5K champs on the road in New York, runner up there, and now you have a little bit of a team dynamic along with the individual accolades. So how are you approaching it?
I think it's really fun. I'm here with the Run Elite program, which is a program in Utah. We're not a club or a team or anything, but it's just an organization that supports all of the Utah pros in the area of Utah, and they're an amazing group of people who just love running and love to help support us in any way they can. So I'm here with a lot of other athletes who are also part of Run Elite program, and we're kind of running as a team. We're staying together in Airbnb and doing everything together. So it's really a cool opportunity because I don't get that a lot. Usually I'm traveling alone and on my own a lot. So it's fun being with them.
Emily, you ran the 5K a few weeks ago at USATF, came second. Are you coming into this race with a different strategy? How are we looking into this?
I feel like the 5K gave me a lot of confidence in myself again. So I think I'm coming in here with a lot of confidence, and I'm just excited to push it and see what I can do and just also have fun, like I said, because I don't really get a chance to run across much, and 8K is kind of a in-between distance, so just see what happens.
Paige, you were 7th in that same race, so curious, what are you taking from New York a few weeks ago and bringing to the cross course here?
Yeah, I feel pretty similarly. I feel like it was a good confidence booster. It had been a really long time since I'd run a 5K, I think probably close to like 2.5 years at this point. So I was a little bit intimidated going into that race, but at the same time looking forward to it because I was like, I want to get out of my comfort zone. And I plan to move back to the marathons and more the longer road stuff here soon. And I always find that when I do stuff like that or something like this where it is just shorter distance, working on finding that turnover again, I think it translates really well when you do move back to those longer distance races.
Paige, I want to stay on you for a second. You are a new mom, so coming back postpartum, how has training looked differently? I know we spoke a little bit about it on the course earlier today, but do you mind explaining that to the rest?
Yeah, it's just a lot of listening to your body, and I think it's great that in Flagstaff I have so many other mom runners to look to for advice, and they are super helpful. But at the same time, I have to be careful not to compare myself to their timelines because it is so different for everyone. So I think what I found is just getting advice where I could, but also really trying to listen to my body. And I've been really fortunate to have lots of support and not feel rushed in the comeback. And so that's been the biggest thing is we've been let's just be patient, make sure I don't get injured and do this the right way because we have the time to do that.
Nice.
And I hear your son's here. Is that?
He is, yeah. He's taking a nap right now. That's why our coach isn't here with us because she's supervising the nap.
Nice. Yeah, you said 1-year-old coming up next week, so happy early birthday to him.
Yeah, big birthday. Next Friday. I was actually in labor this time last year when the team was here at the race. I remember telling them, and they were getting ready to race.
Wow. A lot goes on in a year. So
yeah.
Congrats. Very cool that he's here to see. Well, I'm assuming this has got to be his first cross-country experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Mercy, you're not a stranger to this race. You were third here last year. So curious what you remember about the course and things that you're going to take into the race tomorrow.
I remember that it didn't go out as fast, so it was really controlled for the most part. And then I think you have to go 4 times around the course. So I think the first 3 were more controlled, and then the last 2K was a little bit harder. So going in, every race is different, so I don't expect it to be the same kind of way. Maybe we'll have some people push it at the beginning, so I don't know. Just go with an open mind and be ready to do anything that happens. Yeah.
That's good. I want to kind of piggyback off of what you said in terms of the last race, not all races being the same. So how is this strategy going to be different as you're coming into cross champs tomorrow versus some of the races you ran earlier this season?
So I've done more road running, so I haven't had a chance to do a cross-country race this year. So I feel like with the road running is different, and every race is different, obviously. So sometimes in the roads it can be hilly, so you expect the hills, obviously, and here it's just flat. So I don't know. We're gonna just see how it goes. Maybe it's gonna go fast, maybe not. So just get ready for whatever happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys all come from some pretty strong cross-country programs, right? We got Utah, Syracuse, even Lipscomb, right? Is having a great year, and Alabama. So just curious, just your background with cross and your memory of cross. Is there any desire to have more cross in your pro career? Are you good with just 1 or 2 a year? How do you look at that compared to where you were at in NCAA a few years ago?
I don't know. I feel like I would like to have more, but also it depends with what we are going to do. If we decided to go the marathon way, so it's gonna be harder to do cross country. So I'm gonna see what I like best. Because when I was in college, I loved cross country so much. So there was the time during COVID where I had to choose one between going to cross country and going to indoor nationals, and I chose cross country. So
it was a good choice that year, right?
Yeah, it was a good choice. So I feel like I would love to do more, but also it depends. If I decide to go do marathon, it will not allow me to do any cross country. But if not, then I'm open to do more cross country for sure.
Yeah, I really fell in love with cross country at Syracuse. It was such a cross country oriented program. It was hard not to fall in love with it, and I definitely miss it. And yeah, I kind of wish we did more of it at the pro level. I think the roads are the closest thing to it, so I think that's why I gravitated to the roads so early. But yeah, it would be fun if we found a way to mix it in a little more often.
Yeah, ditto what they all said. I love cross country. I think that's why I've done some road racing as well. I feel like just the variation in the hills and turns and the scenery is just nice to break it up. Also, the people who run road races are really nice too, and it's a little less intense. So sometimes it's just fun to mix it up. So like adding in some cross country would be really fun as well.
So for tomorrow, the cross champs, we are talking about how excited we are for cross country. You know, FloTrack has a holiday guide coming out. Is there anything in particular that you guys love to run in that's best for you guys to run in, comfortable, that you would recommend to any viewers out there? Yeah, a shoe, a shirt, anything.
Any running product that you
favorite running product?
Dragonfly spikes, Nike.
I don't know. I will anything Hoka.
Like it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Hoka, but these Mach 6s, if you've run in the Mach in the past, then you have the 6s, you know, like the 6th version is amazing. I don't know exactly what they did to update it, but it's pretty awesome. And then they just recently released the Skyflow, and I don't think a lot of people know about that one, and it's been another staple for my easy runs, and I don't know, you get a lot of response from it, and I just feel like my legs never get beat up when I'm wearing that one.
Early holiday gift ideas right there. I like it.
Yeah,
I like
shameless plug.
I'm curious, looking ahead, 2025 is right around the corner. So, you know, a few of you have done some of the roads. We're at the cross race now for tomorrow at Cross Champs. What does 2025 look like for each of you? Like, what are you getting ready for? Big targets, goals that you have?
I don't know yet because we haven't. I'm about to sit with my coaches and my agent and plan my 2025. So I don't know yet. But my next coming race is gonna be in Houston Half Marathon. I did it this year in January, and I'm gonna do it again next January. And yeah, it's fun and it's fast, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, join her in Houston, and then the U.S. Cross Championship is going to be, I think, in Atlanta the first weekend in March. So that's the plan, is to do Houston and then do the U.S. Half Champs, and then likely a spring marathon after that.
I also may be doing Houston half. So 3 of us. Not quite sure yet if I'm going to move up to the half, but I'm definitely going to run track. I'm running a track race in 2 weeks, a 5K, and then I'm going to focus on hopefully aiming to make the World Championships in track for 2025.
Nice. So I assume BU will see you there.
Yes, I will be there.
BU. And it looks like, Paige, you're going to get your cross-country fix at USA's in a few more weeks. So 2 races in the books for you this season. Cool. Nia.
Yeah, so as you guys prepare for the track season coming up, are you guys pivoting your training? How is that looking for you guys?
Probably a little different for me than them. Gonna start to do more speed workouts and getting that speed back, whereas it's mostly been just building a strong aerobic base, a lot of tempo runs, long runs, and yeah, just getting the turnover back, which is exciting. I really enjoy that. So.
Yeah, I think for us it'll probably be a lot of very half marathon specific workouts in the next couple of weeks, just looking to dial in that pace and effort. Hoping to go down to Camp Mabry where it's a little warmer and a little more oxygen this time of year.
Yeah, we are preparing for Houston half, so as she said, we're gonna do a little bit more half marathon types of workouts. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm looking forward to watching you guys.
Thanks.
So before we let you go, I got one more question for you. We're talking cross country here in Austin, but there's a big cross country race in Madison on Saturday, NCAA's, and I think each of your squads, collegiate squads, have had pretty decent showings this season and will be there. I know Alabama's got some runners up in the front trying to carry a national title. And have you guys been following? And if so, do we have any predictions for your old teams or just any titles on the line?
Yeah, for Alabama, obviously I'm rooting for them. They won ACCs a couple weeks ago, which is good. So I'm just wishing them the best. In NCAAs, I'll be watching and cheering them. Roll Tide.
Yeah, I don't think you can ever count the orange out. So, yeah, I think they're always flying a little under the radar, and I'm sure they'll surprise some people this weekend.
The Utes have been doing the best that they have ever, I think, in program history. So it's very exciting for them. I think our highest finish at Nationals was 12th. So I mean, they're looking to break that for sure, and I definitely think that they will.
Nice.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having
thank
us.
you.
Thank you guys. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
That is your ladies' elite field for tomorrow's cross champs. Nia, exciting action we're getting ready for. I love like just there's so much tie-ins here, right? We're talking about cross champs, obviously TRE, a little product shout, but all of them have had strong storied like careers and history with their programs in college that will tie into the cross country in Madison this weekend. So it feels like so much action going on right now.
Yeah, we have a lot to look forward to between cross champs tomorrow, NCAA's this weekend, and then just a track season coming up. So we have a lot to look forward to. Super duper excited. Go Orange. Bright and early tomorrow.
I wasn't sure if people got that shout, but you know, alumni here at Syracuse. I was at Clemson, which we didn't make it. We do have We have 3 individual women there kicking butt.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be up there, but no team yet.
It's okay.
So.
The real Orange will be there.
Yeah. So we have a little more here to talk about, because there's not only a women's race at Cross Champs, but there is a men's race as well, and we're gonna call on a few of our men's elite to join us here up on the stage. Edwin and Matt, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thanks for
How's it
joining
going?
us.
Good.
I feel like you're so far away.
Yeah.
How's it going down there?
I know.
I'm good. Weather's good over here.
You guys are at TRE. Maybe you were here last year, Edwin, Matt. Yeah. I think this is your first time at TRE and Cross Champs.
First time, yes, sir.
So I know it's been a busy couple days already. You're here with Under Armour and your team. So you were at the Raw running event last night. You've been here on the trade show floor today. Like, just how's the weekend or the week been so far?
It's been great. It's been really, really phenomenal to see what kind of event can be put on in our weird little sport that we have here in running. And yeah, it's been cool to see what Under Armour has put together, what all these other brands are putting together. So yeah, excited to see the vibes of the race tomorrow too. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there cheering.
Right, what are your? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me too, it's been a nice experience. Last year I was here. I think I've been here the last 2 years, and it's just good to be here again. Be in Austin, enjoy the running event, and have a cross-country race. So I'm so excited.
Nice. I wanted to ask you, both of you guys, ahead of Cross Champs, what are the expectations? What are we thinking about tomorrow?
Yeah, I think tomorrow is just, running cross-country. It's all about having fun. It's so hard to have fun in the truck races, but when it comes to cross-country, it's a little bit of a long distance, and everybody's there. So you just go there, have fun, do your race. It's, for most people, probably the first race of the season. So just going out there to enjoy and, see what you can do.
Yeah, I agree with Edwin. Coming back to cross, it's been a few years for me, but just want to enjoy it and have some fun and experience the cross-country feels. And then, of course, we also want to be the best team on the course out there tomorrow. There's a team competition, so we want to win that for sure as a team.
Edwin, just as Mercy was up here, was an NCAA champ in cross country. You were too at Iowa State. I don't know, what's it like getting back to the cross course once again? And Matt, what's it like getting ready to run against the former NCAA champ tomorrow? Now, obviously a teammate, but you'll be out there with him.
Yeah, I think after doing cross country all the years in college, I really wanted to do it again. It was so fun. We used to do it as a team, and thinking about it right now, that you are a professional, you don't get to do cross country, and one chance that you get, I'm like, I have to do it. And then the last 2 years I've just been by myself, and this year I tried to convince my teammates. I was like, let's all do it. Let's go have fun in Austin. And I'm glad I have a full team this year, and we're gonna all just go out there and have fun. Make it like part of training and just enjoy the course.
Yeah, I don't know if I can say I'll be necessarily running with this guy tomorrow. Might see him from afar and be able to wave at him, but yeah, no, I'm really excited to be out there with the team. We have a really, really good vibe over at Mission Run Dark Sky. really feels like a college team in a lot of ways. We're a really tight-knit group. So, yeah, we're going to be out there trying to win for the team, trying to win for the brand. And, yeah, I'm excited. I get to train with this guy a lot. He normally doesn't try to drop me in training because he's really nice, but I'm sure he's going to give me a good old dropping tomorrow.
Matt, you had a busy summer. So fresh off the Olympics, first-time Olympian, could you tell us how your mind has pivoted coming into the season, having to shake off, not necessarily shake off, but like kind of shake off the excitement from the Olympics coming now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm someone who operates best with an underdog mentality, so I'm kind of trying to pretend like it never happened. You know, other people might call me an Olympian, but I try to, forget about that as part of my identity. So I'm back to square one. I know I need to get a lot better if I want to, make this next Worlds team, make the next Olympics. I'm going to have to keep getting better and better. It's not going to be as easy as it was this past time. So, I just got to try to improve every day.
Yeah, huge jumps for both of you guys. I mean, Edwin, you made the Kenyan team this summer, which, I mean, making the any of the distance teams on the Kenyan side is a pretty amazing feat. So I'm just curious for you to make that team, go to Paris. What was that like, and has that changed the confidence that you have in where you're going to go in 2025?
Yeah, I think for sure, I don't know if we would say it last year or it's this year, but the season that just ended was one of my best. Just being able to make the Olympic team and representing Kenya, which has well been known for distance events. It has all the best runners and stuff. So I really, I was really happy when I made a team, and I started by trying the 10K team. I got fourth, I didn't make it, and I went for the 5K trials in Kenya, and which went real well. I got third. So that was a big confidence booster for me, and I'm really excited now that I know I'm among one of the best, and now it just makes me even want more and want to keep working hard and make sure now I'm running against the best.
So Edwin, as you talk about that, I love your story. You started running in 2016. 3 years later, you're a national champ. You are now an Olympian. So how does your continued growth look for you?
Yeah, so I think that's the most that's like the best thing about the sport, because it's all about growth, growing, improving your personal best, beating your goals, and for me, I feel like I've been growing slowly and having small achievements, and last year was another small achievement, going there, making it to my first Olympics, and now it's like nobody cares anymore because I'm an Olympian. Now they're like, okay, what can you do better than that? So now it's about how can you be able to grow and get better and even, be able to, get a medal or be in the top spot. So now it's about, what can I achieve from here going henceforth? So, and that's what we're working on right now, putting up the blocks in training and, learning my weaknesses and working to improve from my weaknesses and getting stronger for what's coming next.
You guys have very different stories, but there's like kind of an intersection of just, Edwin relatively new to the sport when you started and quick to get some success, and now all of a sudden an Olympian. Matt, you were kind of the humble D3 beginnings. You were at the run last night, gave the D3 shout, and something that people always resonate with, almost like an underdog story, right? And so just curious, like, as you've ascended up through the sport and now at the Olympic level, what's that been like, and what is that kind of reception you've seen from people that have maybe started in your shoes?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, even today, just sitting at the Under Armour booth, I had tons and tons of former D3 athletes come up and say, hey, man, like, that was a really big inspiration. They're saying, like, I remember you from, 2018, this small meet, seeing you run, and that's been really cool. I think my D3 beginnings had a huge impact on me, being able to learn how to race at that level and being able to be competitive at that level, which I wouldn't have been able to be if I was straight into D1. So it's something that I carry with me a lot of times, and I try to make those other D3 runners out there proud and show them that they too can be an Olympian someday.
Nice. And as we talk about the Olympics again, how a lot of people cannot say they were Olympians or competed for their country. But both you guys had this commonality of basically practicing short-term memory in a sense as you continue on your career, going into 2025 season. So what does it look like to maintain that humility so that you can do that for both of you?
I think for me, it's just about focusing in what is important, and for me, it's focusing more on the training and keeping up that underdog mentality, knowing that it's about the work that you do and what you show in the track that will matter most. So it's not about what you say or do more, and that's why it's like right now it's just about going and focusing more on your training and growing and knowing what you need to do to be able even to perform better and compete at highest level.
Yeah, I just try to remind myself, it's just running. It's one of those sports where it's like, we're not necessarily going to be celebrities out here because we made the Olympics, but no, I mean it's a cool sport in the sense that people kind of forget what you did the past year and they want to see what you can do this next year, and they'll forget about you quick if your time starts to fall off. So yeah, we want to keep running fast. We want to keep getting better.
For sure.
Yeah, so how do we keep people remembering you guys now? Your Olympic year in 24, we look ahead to 25, cross champs feels like kind of a kickoff to this next season. What are the goals that you guys have when you look ahead to 2025?
We got to get some medals, man. I know Edwin wants to. I want to be in that conversation too for being a steeplechase medalist this year. But it all starts with making that world's team, and this fall we're just kind of put together some big base and starting with this cross-country race, building that aerobic base, and then we'll start to get more and more fit and fast as the summer comes.
Yep, I think it's the same thing. It's all about the medals and what you can do, and that starts by making the teams and being consistent. Many people, one time you make the Olympics, the next year you don't make the World Championship, and then everybody forgets you. So it's all about being able to stay consistent and be always at the biggest stage. So that's the biggest focus.
Well, I got one more question. Just as we asked with the ladies, NCAA cross is also this week, not just cross champs. You're at Minnesota, Carleton College first, then Minnesota, Iowa State for you. Iowa State's I think one of the sleepers right now. People are saying they've been behind some of those top-ranked teams. They've been very consistent. I'm curious, have you guys been following any predictions on the D1 or D3 side?
Yeah, unfortunately, neither the Minnesota men nor the Carleton men qualify for their national meet. But I can shout out the women on both teams. The Carleton women were the national champions last year in cross country, and the Minnesota women are having a very, very good season and surprised a lot of people by making that meet. So yeah, they're going to both be competitive in their own fields.
I mean, it's cross country, it's fun. So I'm really happy for the Cyclones. The men are out there. I know Jeremy Sudbury is cooking up a very good team. So just get ready. Saturday is going to be a big surprise for everyone. And, the Cyclones are going to pull up something big. So I'm excited to see how they do.
Love the confidence. Love the confidence. No Syracuse talk on this one, Nia. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Wish you guys all the best tomorrow, and hope you just enjoy the experience here with the running event, cross champs, and then everything to come in 2025.
No,
awesome.
definitely.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man.
Good luck tomorrow, guys.
Thank you.
Well, Nia, that's gonna wrap it for our elite athletes here at Cross Champs tomorrow. Any major takeaways or excitement that you have after talking to some of these athletes?
The morale is just so high. So I think what I'm most excited about is just to see everybody having fun. That's one of my biggest things, because that's when I think people run their best. They're relaxed. They're getting ready to PR. It's just going to be a good time. It's going to be a fun time. Early, but good. It's going to be fun.
So FloTrack will be broadcasting Cross Champs tomorrow. 7 a.m. start with the Indy 5K. 7:30 start for the elite women, and 8:05 start for the men. Nia, you'll be on the course interviewing the winners, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. We'll be reporting live, 7 a.m.
Cool. So thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in. It's been a great day here at TRE. We've had TRE Live. We had the FloTrack podcast. Now ending the day with our Sound Running Cross Champs press conference. And we'll be back tomorrow, again, with Cross Champs Live in the morning on FloTrack. And then we'll follow it up with TRE Live throughout the day, FloTrack podcast, midday around noon once again. And that will close things out on the second day of TRE tomorrow on Thursday. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys bright and early for Cross Champs tomorrow.
Be there, be square.